This month is going to be huge for Digimon fans, and to be honest, it's probably going to be the biggest month this year. We already know we're going to get Digimon World Next Order later on this year. We're also going to be getting the Jellymon Dim, but there's also going to be Digimon Con 2023. Now, the thing with this is, I hope they've learned from last year. Now, they says that they are going to be announcing the full roster on the 6th. This is just my kind of like, my prediction, I suppose, of what I think is going to be there. And to be honest, I think I'm fairly spot on with it. So starting off with the toys segment, they're definitely going to be covering the dim card vote. So anyone didn't know, for the BE, they let us vote on some of the Digimon that we want to see on the next couple of dims. So we've got the Beast Dim and the Dragon Dim. I can't remember exactly what the roster was, but I do know they says that they plan on talking about this at Digimon Con, and that's when we're going to see this. I think they're going to continue and stay on the VB for a little bit. I feel like they might announce new dims to come later on, kind of like what they've done last year with the Frontier dims, whereas they're going to have like probably a proper date announced for the Beast and Dragon dims, but they'll probably come in with like some other new dims to look forward to aside from those, because that's one thing I feel like they've been doing with the B, is they always have something coming that's going to be releasing soon, and they always have something to expect down the line. Hopefully they'd be an Angel and Demon pack, because that would be awesome. I think it's the one attribute I think a lot of people have been looking for that we just haven't got, and I think like just, I don't know, Angelmon, Angelwoman, Devimon, Lady Devimon, that'd just be a cool kind of mashup for a couple of dims to get. I also feel like they're going to hold some sort of an event for the VB for the hour or whatever that the show is on. I don't think it's going to go well. If you want to have a look, I have a video there just kind of like talking about some of the many issues that app has been going through since they changed from the VB Lab to the VB Arena. But yeah, you can hear some of my thoughts on there. I don't think it's going to go well. I think it's going to be an absolute train wreck. On top of that, I feel like they're going to announce and showcase the 25th anniversary art book here for a lot of people to pre-order. And to be honest, I really want to get my hands on it. They let us fill out a questionnaire on Vpet, some of our favorite memories, some of our favorite Vpets and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to this, just see what's in it. As well as that, I feel like we're also going to see the version color here, and hopefully an announcement for a second version color that's going to be coming with it or after it, because the version color is supposed to be releasing soon. As far as for the West, I feel like we might see the DMX3, because I'm really looking forward to the DMX3. Hopefully they pay more attention with this one, because the DMX2 was absolutely appalling what happened with that. It took a long time. I think it was quite a few months, almost a year even, after its release before people actually get them in their hands and actually have them. At least it felt like that long anyways. After the toy section, they have the cards section. No, I don't expect anything much coming from here, so I'm expecting, obviously they're gonna have their little tournament like they've done last year to kind of showcase the game, how it plays, stuff like that. They might announce like a new structure deck, maybe a new set coming out. One thing I'm really hoping for is a digital simulator, because they already had questionnaires when the game dropped out. They do a lot of questionnaires. keep an eye on Twitter and anything like that. They'll always give you like questionnaires to fill out for Digimon. Practically every month there's always something. But yeah, I do reckon that they're going to be doing some sort of a sim for the card game, because I remember when the game dropped, they did ask for people's opinions on whether like a digital card game for the mobile devices or for desktop or whatever. I think there was an option for one or two or both. I selected both. I hope it's something akin to what Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel's done, because that's actually really cool. It's just like the whole crossplay thing, being on consoles, being on desktop, being on mobile. It's just a really cool concept. I feel like the Digimon game is huge as it is, but it could get a lot bigger like this. I know a lot of people don't want to jump in. I recently have fallen off from it just because it's getting very expensive to kind of keep up with the game. Having a digital version might make it a little bit more affordable, but yeah, we wait and see what happens with that. This is just a big hope for me. Do not get too hyped for this one. Now, the video game section. This was a big thing last year. Now they're holding this second to last, and it's probably because this is the one that's going to gather the most attention anyways, but there's going to be a lot of stuff here, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of stuff we already know about. I don't think they're going to cover any games like if, ands, and buts, or what people want to see, what people might like to see. If you remember last year around January, they dropped a questionnaire and asked people for questions. They didn't do that this year. I think they have a clear and concise plan of what they want to do. I don't think they want another travesty like last year where there were so many questions that was like, we weren't expecting this. So they're definitely going to showcase Next Order. Next Order is coming out literally around the time that this is airing. they're gonna be showing some gameplay of that trailer. Go buy the game out now or whatever. I would like to see them show a trailer or some gameplay for the new story game. We haven't got a proper title on it, but the new one that's based around the Olympus 12. That's been a game that's been so hyped for so many people, and it's mainly because the new mainline games for Digimon is actually the story titles. I've been kind of hyped for these as well. It's been a while since I jumped into Hacker's Memory or Cyber Sleuth, so I mean, like, jumping into a new story game would be awesome. The games are based on the idea of traditional JRPGs in a way. They have a lot of Persona features in there, but I do recommend for any new fans of Digimon, do go back and check them out. Anyone that's just returned Digimon, also go back and check them out for Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, because there's some sick games. You can get them on PlayStation, Switch and PC, but I do recommend the PC or Switch versions, as PlayStation, it's very hard to get the very first game unless you're going for it digitally or physically, and also I think they just got rid of the DLC for that, so go for the Switch or PC version. Now, the final thing, and this is where I feel like they might drop in a little surprise here, but I don't expect this. This is probably the furthest thing from what's going to happen, but I'm hoping there might be a little bit of word on a remake or remaster. That was a big thing last year. Remakes, remasters, that was huge last year. A lot of people wanted this. It's been huge for years. I think since 2016, 2017, they've been talking about remakes and remasters. So the one thing I know, Habu shut down the Wonder Swan games and pretty much every other remaster, but the one thing he left open was the original Digimon World, talking about how he'd like to go back to it. I have a video talking about that segment in a little bit more depth. I'll just leave it up on the screen there for anyone to have a look at that. But yeah, basically he just talks about like some remasters or whatever, and I just kind of want to see if they'll just do the World remaster. It seemed a little bit more promising when he spoke about it last year. I don't expect to see trailers, gameplays, or anything like that. I just want to hear if it's moving along or not. That's what I want to know, because if it's not moving along, I think we may as well kiss it goodbye at this point. I don't think we're gonna see it, but I feel like if he's going to announce anything about it, Habu will announce it here. That's what I feel. So yeah, the anime segment, I feel like they're gonna talk about Ghost Game very briefly. I don't think they're gonna dive into it too much, to be honest. I feel like it's just gonna be just really cut and dry, whatever happens with that, and then move straight along with promoting the 02 movie, which, to be honest, I am looking forward to seeing. I feel like we're gonna get a proper date announced for it. I don't see why they won't announce much, although last year. But yeah, I feel like they'll give us a proper date. I might get some trailers, might get some little clips shown or something like that. I think pretty much that could be it though. Maybe some merch to go with the movie. I don't think there's gonna be too much there besides that. And then there's obviously, I think they did a live performance as well, which, you know, live performance, it's gotta be what it's gotta be. But yeah, that's my predictions, and February 6th they actually got announced a proper lineup, so we'll see how accurate we were. You guys can leave your predictions in the comments there as well. We'll see how accurate we were. Yeah, February 6th, we'll look forward to that and see exactly what's going on. I feel like I could be a little bit accurate with this. I think there's a few things that I've too far-fetched in there, but I was putting them in out of complete hope, because I don't think we're going to see them, but yeah, I'm just hopeful that we'll get them. But yeah, like and subscribe to stay in the loop with all Digimon stuff, and yeah, I'll see you again. Bye bye.